Okay, so I'm getting ready to watch episode 4 of the final season of Attack on Titan. In episode 3, it was really nice because we got to see some of the warrior children's perspective as they got to parody. Of course, out of that group, the only one who's still with us is Reiner. So we got it mostly through Reiner's perspective. Now, Annie's still alive, but inside of that crystal cocoon or whatever, I guess still being held in some kind of basement there where the scout regiment had held her captive. But with all the changes that happened at the end of episode 3, I really don't know what's up with Annie in present day, but we did get to see Annie, back on that day that they first got to parody and how some things went from there. So I'm curious to see what they have for me in episode 4, so let's get to it. Starting back off with Reiner again, talking to Falco, because at the end of that last episode, we saw Reiner put a shotgun in his mouth and almost pull the trigger till Falco banged on the wall. And that got his attention. And Falco didn't know what was going on. He just banged on the wall out of some frustration. Oh, Mr. Kruger. So is this Mr. Kruger, is he related to the owl? I mean, that's what it seems like, right? It's the same name. Oh, wow, and he's asking him to deliver this letter? He just wants people to know he's doing fine, even though maybe he's not. So let's see. Oh, he's just putting it in the mailbox. I thought he was going to personally deliver the letter to Kruger's family. But when I saw his name was Mr. Kruger, well, I have to start wondering, he's either related to the owl or he's Freddy Krueger and he's going to start going in these kids' dreams. I don't know. But just a little reminder, I do have a Patreon now. If you're watching this on Patreon, you rock. Thank you very much. But if you think you might be interested in just seeing what's going on over at Patreon, there is a link in the video description. Feel free to check that out. And the name of this episode is From One Hand to Another. So I like that name. Though so far the names haven't been as clear to me what they're talking about. Maybe on rewatch they will be. Oh, the Tiber family's come to visit. So that means the Warhammer Titan. I'm dying to see what this Warhammer Titan looks like. I also want to see this Tiber family. I don't understand how an Eldian family has managed to have so much independence and power in this world, but I must imagine they don't live in Marley. That's the only explanation I can think of. They found somewhere where they're able to have some semblance of freedom and notoriety in a more positive way than that seems like they would ever get in Marley. He's even calling him Lord Tiber. So very, very curious to see what's up with the Tiber family here. And, just their dress and their behavior, they do seem culturally distinct from the Marleyans that we've seen thus far. Oh, so he's asking this guy who handles the warrior program if he has any way to tell which one of them is the Warhammer. Interesting. And he said something about maybe the Warhammer Titan's not here at all, which would be smart because the last thing they want is for the Marleyans to kidnap that Warhammer Titan and pass the power on to one of their warrior candidates and take that, what I imagine is the source of power and wealth away from the Tiber family. Oh, he wanted to see this statue of Helos. Oh, so Helos is famous for slaying a devil, which is a Titan. I'm going to have to see what the inspiration for this Helos is. It sounds like a name that may have some Greek mythology behind it or something. I kind of feel like I've heard of a Helos that was blind, but I might be making that up. I like how this Tiber guy, this Lord Tiber's handling. Is this Magath? Oh, wow, this guy's saying the war exists solely inside their newspapers because the actual Marleyans aren't the ones out there fighting it. Oh, wow. This guy's saying some pretty unfriendly things to Lord Tiber. At least in my interpretation, it seems kind of antagonistic. It's not the best way to be a diplomat here. But he did say he wanted to stop the inevitable march towards self-destructive war or whatever. But he says it's already too late. Yeah, this guy's saying, I admit your honesty, you're not holding back. Controlled by the Tibers. So the warmongering path was chosen by Marley, but it's controlled by the Tibers. Yeah, this is one I definitely am going to have to watch and catch some of these intricacies here. I love intrigue, but I'm a little bit lost so far, at least once in every episode of the final season. Oh, and he's going to reveal the truth to the world at the upcoming festival. I guess the world doesn't know that the Tybers are Eldian, maybe? Talking about how Marley needs a hero once again with that statue of Helith. Wanting Magath to hold his hands here, to join hands, I guess like a handshake, that they're on the same side. I don't know. I'm really loving this big question mark the Tybers have introduced. Why was Porco so startled by Duckface? Or Peak, I guess I should say. Oh, Peak is so used to being the duck face, she's walking on all fours in her human form, too. It's kind of funny. I like it. That's a little Potato Girl style. Be crazy if Peak is related to Potato Girl, like distant cousins or something. Oh, they're talking about attacking from the north because they would be expecting an attack from the south. Something tells me that Hanji's going to be prepared for an attack from any direction. I got a lot of confidence in Hanji versus Zeke here. And then, of course, Zeke promised to rescue Eren. We'll see how he spins that. Oh, seeing the wharf might have been destroyed, which would make sense. If you don't want him to land, don't make it easy for him. Oh, man, still throwing insults at Zeke, who knows far more about what's going on Paradis than any of these Marleyan commanders do. I love the sarcasm, calling the brass intelligent when they're idiots here. They've never set foot on this island, and they think they know better than Zeke about how to approach. Yeah, talking about, apparently they're not too bright if they sent 4 kids to handle an invasion the first time around. Oh, are they going to hand off the power before the new invasion? Is it going to be kids all over again? Falco surpassed Gabi. Falco really doesn't want Gabi to get the armor titan, and I kind of don't feel like I know exactly why. I don't think it's just motivation that he wants the glory. I think he's trying to protect Gabi from something or protect somebody from something, because Falco is a protector. I would like to see Falco as the armor titan. It would make sense. The protector should be the shield. I mean, they call the armor titan Marley's shield, right? It's an historic feat that he managed to outrun Gabi. And then the way they keep dangling these carrots, this whole system of carrots and sticks with these Eldian children, it's disgusting. But Gabi reminded everybody she was a war hero, but also she proved she could do it without being a Titan. So they might think, why give her the power if she can do these crazy things without it? You know? You don't want to lose a resource. You want to gain a resource. Calling him his show off. Oh, she doesn't like it because Colt's going to be the beast, and if Falcon gets to be the armor, that'll make her upset. Because his family gets elevated, I guess, from one member of the 9, but that would apply to Gabi too, right? Reiner's already the armor. Yeah, here he goes. I'm doing it for you, Gabi. Now I want to hear what he says. This is what I was waiting for. Explain yourself, Falco. Yeah, she's demanding an explanation. And just the greatest, like, light jazz background music here. With a little flute or something. He didn't explain himself beyond just saying he was doing it for her. I can't wait till we fully understand Falco's motivation here, because I think it's going to be touching. That's Zofia. That's not Gabi. I like that. Guy's so drunk he doesn't even know Gabi from Zofia. I like that name, Zofia with a Z. That's pretty cool. He called her a nincompoop. That's an insult that doesn't get used often enough. One of my favorite things to call people is a knucklehead or a nincompoop. Tell him to go home to mama, you drunk. Oh, she got cookies or something for the kids? Oh, she gave them all bread. That's some nice looking baguettes there, I gotta say. I would like to get all that bread. She wants them to get big and strong like Rhina. What? They're gonna have their declaration of war ceremony in the Eldian in Liberia? Wow, they're saying something about with this festival, the world will be on the side of Marley. I'm eager to see what they got planned here, what Tiber's got up his sleeve, and what I'm going to learn at this festival and in this episode. Oh, wow, they're going to have like prisoners of war there from the Middle East Alliance? Oh, wow, his family was in an internment zone in a different nation and talks about the hate for Eldians is even worse in these other nations than it is in Marley, or at least that's what the propaganda is leading them to believe, I guess. Yeah, Gabi wants to show what a patriot the Eldians can be rather than devils. Yeah, it's a lost cause. Once people fall into the comfort zone of racial superiority and that sort of thing, it's hard to get them out of it. I do like this arrogance from Gabi. What are you going to fix? I'm not going to fix anything. I'm perfect. Hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. You're smart, you're cute, you're capable. And you can choke two guys at once. Oh my goodness, she's beating them up. You really are a devil, Gabi. I love that little comment. Oh, she sees the big brass there, Magath or Magath. And Lord Tiber. Curious to see what Lord Tiber's got going on. Something's decayed beyond repair, full-scale destruction required. Are they talking a little bit in riddles, or am I just dense? Please, please, you don't have to answer that question. Oh, wow. So the military serves Lord Tiber. If the Tiber family holds the power of the Warhammer Titan, they have to be Eldians. And that makes it even more perverse that the nation is ruled by a secret Eldian who treats the Eldians the way they are treated. Okay. So he's kind of a reluctant ruler too, but it's almost like the Rod Rice thing where it feels like he's leading from the shadows a little bit. This house is already infested with rats that they're going to tear down. I just don't know what's going on there exactly. And here's Kruger again. Freddy versus the owl. I do like it that Falco has somebody he can speak honestly with so he can understand what's going on with Falco a little bit. You know, it's like Kruger here is an audience surrogate so I can hear Falco talk to me more than he's talking to Kruger. Oh, baseball glove. So his family doesn't know he's lost a leg, probably, if they send him a baseball glove. Or maybe they do. Nothing saying you can't play baseball with one leg. Just it's probably less common in Marley. But Kruger does say he's going back home after the festival. Oh, so the doctors get a red armband too? Okay, maybe that explains a little bit about Grisha's father's motivation. And why he was with Zeke and turning against Grisha. Maybe that is Grisha's father, for all I know. Yeah, he's Jaeger! Well, speak of the devil, and the devil appears. So he's going to talk to Kruger. So what's up with Grandpa Jaeger here? I feel like, is he up to something sinister talking to Kruger the way he is, or is he a decent enough guy? Oh, so Falco's uncle was a leader of the Restorationists? So how was he spared? Oh, they trained to be warriors to protect the family. Okay. I was wondering if this was going to turn out that he was related to Zeke and Aaron, but I don't think so. Oh, the Grice family. I remember the guy named Grice. He was the one that got kicked off the wall so that the Titans would have somebody to chase, right? Oh, the doctor is telling him, stop, leave this young Falco alone because he's trying to rebuild something for his family and for himself, and you're getting him up to no good. You're going to get him in trouble. And he's telling him, get out of here and go back to your family. I guess he doesn't want his family to know he's an amputee. Oh, asking Jaeger if he has regrets about his family. Does Kruger know something? Oh, does Kruger know something? Oh, yeah, thinking back to when young Grisha took Faye outside the walls. Oh, man. Oh, whoa. Grandpa Jaeger's like hyperventilating here, about to have a breakdown, blaming himself for what happened to Grisha. Look at that pain on his face. I was not expecting that. Oh, Dr. Jaeger. They called him Mr. Jaeger. Maybe he's not actually a doctor anymore. Like, he's lost his marbles and he's a patient there who used to be a doctor, and they still let him dress up like a doctor. Oh, he's probably in the asylum. They probably should take that white coat away from him if that's the case. But I do like him tossing a little baseball up there. Oh, talking about the Tiber family. I have to read that info card a little bit more after the episode. So here we are at some kind of formal ball. Oh, and they've got the warrior candidates there. That's got to be pretty nice for folks who've grown up in the Eldian district to see all this opulence. Oh, but they're making them serve. Do you see that? They're actually working as servants at this big ball, even though they're like training to be heroes. Maybe it's part of the training, learning to be lesser than even the lowest of the Marleyans when you're an Eldian. Oh, look at that filthy blood touching the plates. Oh my goodness, the discrimination, I guess, here. Just the attitudes. Oh, that's somebody from the Tiber family. You can tell by like the kimono type thing, right? Wow, she's a nice lady. She's taking the blame for spilling the kimono on herself. I guess these are like international delegates here. Well, that was sweet that she was looking out for the poor guy. Yeah, he could have been killed for something as simple as that. Fed to dogs, turned into a dumb titan, a pure titan, sent to paradise. But I don't think they're able to send people to paradise anymore, right? They just use them as human bombs now. Oh, she's from the east, like Mikasa's mother. Which, I should have been able to figure that out. But they said she's an Eldian, and people don't know she's an Eldian, I guess. Willie! I like it that Lord Tiber's name is Willie. Nambia. I love it that everybody's calling Lord Tiber Willie. It makes him a lot more human to have a diminutive name like Willie. All right, a toast. This is like a really boring reception, if you ask me. Doesn't look fun at all, this international diplomats reception. What? Yesterday's enemy is today's enemy? Yesterday's enemy is today's friend. Okay, I think he spoke truthfully the first time, and then he corrected it. But I guess a lot of these are nations who have lost skirmishes or full-blown wars with Marley here. It's a peace through submission, I think, is what's being insinuated here. And I like it, Willie stepped up and called it a joke. Willie's going to take over. Let's see how Lord Tiber does. Everybody loves Lord Tiber. I got to tell you, it's the hair, right? He's like the anti-Marlowe. No matter how evil he might be on the inside, that beautiful, beautiful head of hair wins people over. Oh, he's inviting them all into the internment zone. Oh, so he's telling them that their blood is his blood. Is this the first time he's admitting he's Eldian, or does everybody already know this? Oh, wow. Tiber's talking about how he thinks it's kind of an evil thing, I think, to use the Titans to wage war on other nations. So what's his solution? Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat here. Oh, he reveals the solution tomorrow? He's going to put on a play. Oh, I bet this play's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see this theatrical production that Lord Tiber's putting on in Liberio. Oh man, it's going to be worth the price of admission. Is he going to reenact Helio's heroism? Oh, I thought they were going to make me wait till tomorrow to see the play. Are we going to see something here? Who's this jumping out of bed with the drums? Was that Gabi? Oh, the festival started bright and early. She's all slack-jawed looking at the oh, that clown is creepier than any Titan. Man, they got oysters, they got saltwater taffy, they got cioppino, it looks like. This is quite the World's Fair they're having. It looks like a World's Fair, the festival. Oh man, they got all these concessions. He's double-fisting his ice cream. Oh, he shared his ice cream, though not in the most polite way. Gabi seems upset that people are enjoying themselves. There's Reiner and Porco and Peak, and they've got their sacks, and he's looking over the shoulders. What's Reiner thinking in that moment? Looks like they're all having fun to me. Oh, that pizza picture. I saw somebody took the characters from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and put them in that pizza picture on Reddit. I didn't get it at the time, but now I get the crossover. Oh, what's going on here? They're rolling credits, but oh, she ate too much. She ate so much she got a bellyache, and she's getting dragged home. This kid in the glasses wants a festival every day. That might be bad for Gabi's, overall physical health if they had a fest. Maybe that's the way you beat Gabi in the tryouts, is take her to a festival every day. She'd be so stuffed with sweets she can't think about, competing. Oh man, the end of another great episode. So Lord Tiber confessed to the world that he's Eldian, but was it a confession or do they already know? I didn't see anybody react in shock. And then also the idea that that lady in the kimono is also Eldian was kind of introduced here. I can't wait to see this play. Something tells me it's going to be absolutely nuts or something. So I can't wait to see the play. But before I watch the next episode and get to see that play, I've got to put a review together these first 4 episodes. I guess it'll be a long explanation of what I figured out now that I'm slightly less confused. Watch the episodes a couple more times before I put the review together. Man, this final season is something else. I am loving the shift in perspective. I'm loving seeing the story from the other side. They're able to give us some exposition and explanation we really couldn't get from the people living in Paradis. Man, this story's great. I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon. Oh, wait! I'm not talking to you again soon. Are we going to see the play now? There was an end credits scene. I was giving up. I was getting ready to stop, but here we got some people coming in to the theater. And it looks like somebody's saying, loosen up. All these people here. There's Reiner and Falco. Are we going to get to see the play, or at least the curtain drawn? Like the opening? Oh, so there's Zeke saying the play won't start for a little bit. The whole gang's here. Oh, man. Seems like Falco knows something they don't know. Did he go sneaking around backstage? Oh, he's taking him into some underground room, like some basement area. Oh, he brought Kruger. So Kruger knows Reiner? Is Kruger Aaron? It's Aaron! Oh, I'm so glad I didn't stop the video. Oh my goodness, I almost missed the moment that's gonna make my heart stop. Oh, Aaron is back. And hey, Aaron, glad you didn't go with the Marlowe haircut. Loving that hair on Aaron too. Anyway, once again, still proud of you for watching anime. I gotta wrap my head around this, and I'll talk to you again soon. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. If you think you might be interested in seeing what's going on over at the Anime Dad Patreon, there is a link in the video description. Feel free to click on that, check out what's going on over there. Join if you'd like. I really appreciate it. Talk to you again soon.